Hey Gearheads, and welcome to a GT Garage Talk family review. I'm Corey.
And I'm Holly.
Tucker's inside of this 2022 Buick Enclave, and we are going to talk about what we like about this as a family vehicle and get it out on the road and see how she drives. Stay tuned. All right, Holly, so we apologize. We've got it running. Our 3-year-old's inside. What are your thoughts on this upgraded, updated design? Like, don't like?
I do like it, and I think that it's on brand for the Buick styling. Even though it's a little bit updated, you can tell that it is a Buick.
Yes.
Styling from the
Very,
front.
very
much.
prominent.
But I mean, like, even without that, you know, I like the black woven in, I guess, with the silver part.
Chrome.
It's not just chrome. Yeah, I like that. I think it's really sleek and nice. And
what do you think of the LED
pretty.
lights up there?
I like the LED lights.
Yeah, very
Those
similar
nice.
to your car. You've got LED lights up top and then headlights down lower. Very clean, very simple. What do you think about the red? I like it.
Well, you know, red isn't my favorite color.
Right. We've got someone inside who
loves
will
it,
say
and
differently.
you love it. Red's not my favorite color.
Yep.
This is. I like the car, but this is not the color I would have chosen.
One thing about this red that I really like is it shows off all the creases and body lines, and you've got that little curved hip over the rear wheel back there that I really like as well. So this red, along with all the chrome and these polished 20-inch wheels, do a very nice job of kind of setting everything off.
Yeah.
Red and chrome, it works well for me.
Well, and I will say that with red, there's that fine line of looking cheap. And that's one reason why I hesitate on ever getting a red. But this is definitely not that kind of red. It's very classy.
Yeah, it's
like
a
you
pearl
said.
coat.
Yeah, like you said, it shows off all of these curves and lines, which I didn't even notice. This line goes all the way down till just now, which is really pretty.
The rear view mirrors, the side mirrors, are actually mounted on the door, so you have this nice little glass window to help with visibility up front. Really like that. Moving on to the profile, you see how big this SUV is. It's a little bit smaller than the bigger Yukon and Yukon XL. So it's a 3-row SUV. It's a body, not body on frame, it's a unibody construction, so it rides more like a car. And we will get into its ride when you are behind the wheel driving it. But what are your thoughts on the massive size of this SUV?
Well, it is really big, but I will say I was surprised that it had a 3rd row.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we've driven some cars that just feel massive. But
Right.
this one doesn't feel massive, but it is massive on the inside. I like that.
It is one of the largest in the class, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop the rear door open here just to show they open quite nicely. And hi Tucker, how's it going? You excited about this car? Yeah. All right, well, we will get back to you when we're driving here in just a minute, okay? All right, I'm gonna close your door. One of the things I really like about this one is for this passenger seat where Tucker is the car seat access. So we put the car seat in it, and there's a handle on the side of the seat that tilts it forward so you can still climb in the back without having to remove that car
Which
seat.
we're big fans of.
Updated rear lights, rear styling back here. They are all LED. We don't have them on right now, but trust me, even the turn signals LED, which I like. Power liftgate. And it does have the kick function underneath it, but I haven't.
It does. I like that.
Yeah. We have seen some cargo mats in here, so we've got the dealer installed protection package. Floor mats all the way across are hard plastic, very nice. Buick emblem and this Buick kind of woven design in them. Underneath, you actually have rear under floor storage, big enough for my large backpack. And then you want to do the honors of getting the right seat power recline. Just push down on it and power fold 3rd row seats. You do have a little bit of a bump into, if you don't have those middle row seats out of the way, you can't release those from back here. So if you don't have those out of the way, that seat will stop, but they go up and down from back here, which is very nice. And even with them up, you get plenty of storage back here in the back. Question I have for you, Holly, we've got a tailgate mounted button. This is a programmable height lift gate.
Yes.
And it's fully extended. 5 foot.
Almost.
You can
I
do
mean,
it.
I can reach it. I can reach it. But the thing is, like, well, it is a programmable height, which is really nice. But if I'm like trying to put a bunch of stuff in and keep a toddler from running out into the parking lot, I don't want to have to be like on my tippy toe stretching.
So I'm 5'10", you know, on a good day with these shoes, probably 5'11". If we had it much lower for you, I'm gonna have a problem myself.
Well, when would you be standing under the lift gate?
When I'm going to load it, and
you're not going to be closing it though. When you're
if we program it for you,
it would stop right there.
yes. So
well, who said this car would be for you? It's not. It's for me.
All right.
What? No, I didn't.
You're not done?
I liked about it. No, I really like this, and not only the hard padding on the bottom, and it's not only on this; it's on the back of the seat, which I really like. It has a little flap, so your whole thing is protected.
Yep.
And I don't think I would ever have a third row without having these little buttons, power buttons, because the cars that we have had where you have to lay them down, it's just not even worth it to me. I just would never use it. But I really like how these are built in. Is that like base, or is it a
it's
special
just an
add-on?
option because it could be added at any point in time. They just drop in and Velcro on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Very nice. Awesome. And having a toddler ourselves, very useful feature for, you know, dirty whatever may go back here.
Yes.
I'll let you push the button.
Oh, you let me push the button. Let me push the button.
All right. So that wraps up the exterior. Why don't we hop inside, let you drive it, and give your driving impressions, and maybe a few from Tucker as well.
Sounds good.
All right, gearheads. Family car, family SUV. How does it fit a car seat? First thing you want to know is this passenger side seat is the one you want to put a car seat in, because it is the only one that has the car seat rear access feature. That being said, the lower anchor points in the seat are easily and clearly marked, as is the rear anchor on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the rear tether back through underneath the headrest here and get that in place for later. And then the side latches are clearly marked and pretty easy to get to. I say that on the lower part, and there you go. Give it a nice good firm tug. There we go. Snug it up good and tight. And then this one, as I mentioned, does have the car seat access feature, which makes putting the car seat in a whole lot easier as well, because you don't have to climb around to the back or flip or fold anything. It's just all right here. And there you go. Car seat firmly in place and still have easy access to the back. Why all family 3-row SUVs don't have this on both seats is beyond me. All right, Holly, sitting down in the 2022 Buick Enclave. This is the premium trim, which is the mid-grade, so it does get even fancier than this with the Avenir, but I'd say this is pretty well loaded inside. It feels very nice. Got color screen for your speedometer inside. You've got color touchscreen infotainment. You've got color heads-up display, tri-zone climate. We can actually control the rear climate up here from the front, so he'll be good and cool back there. We've got roof-mounted vents, so we can actually make sure he's getting air back there in the back.
I like that. What are these things?
That is the microphone for the
Oh, for
built-in audio. So when you're talking
Bluetooth?
on the phone, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Actually, no, these are probably the, no, these are the thermostats. My phone's up here. So, my bad. Roast me in the comments. But yeah, those are the thermostats.
Oh, you're going to hear about this.
Those are the thermostats for the tri-zone.
I like it.
And then
it's
the
got
microphone's up here.
the vents in the third row, too,
Yep.
like that.
We're going to go drive downtown by Mommy's office, and then we're going to come back home. Okay?
Okay. We're going to test out how bumpy this ride is.
Or how smooth it is.
What do you think? Is it smooth or bumpy?
I bet you it's smooth. What do you think, Tucker? Smooth or bumpy?
Cold.
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
So, yeah, you wouldn't have guessed that this is the mid-grade. So that speaks to what is out there. So, nice leather on the top trim. I believe it's got standard sunroof. This one doesn't have it at all.
I like the different textures.
I like this blue-gray interior.
Of course you do. It's our favorite color.
It's everywhere in our house. But yeah, you mentioned very soft touch dash. Even back here, it's soft touch. Everywhere above your waist is soft touch, which is nice.
Nice.
So,
Nice. Okay.
Couple.
You're going to make me figure out how to put it into drive?
Yep. It's General Motors.
Oh, pull
so,
up.
Yep, there you
I
go.
think I know what that means.
So any GM product, to put it into engine-powered motion, you have to pull up. Everything else is a push button. But
It didn't take me that long to figure it out.
no. And it does free up. There's a ton of space underneath the center console down here. So if you want to put a bag, a purse,
Like that.
anything to just throw in underneath
Snacks.
here. Yes, road trip snacks, because I am convinced this is a road trip machine, and Buick missed the mark by not throwing the name Roadmaster in somewhere on this vehicle, because it is so comfortable. The three of us are about to embark on a cross-country road trip to California. I would love to do it in this vehicle. Plus, plenty of room for all of us.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, we did talk about materials in here. We've got heated and ventilated seats. We've got them on the low setting right now. Thoughts on seat comfort and cooling?
Well, I'm still trying to adjust to what?
But once you find that sweet spot, it's got a memory setting so that you never have to worry about me.
But I mean, it is comfortable.
Yes.
It's very comfortable.
And
I could definitely drive cross country, and you better believe I already turned on the massaging seats.
So yeah, it didn't take you long at all to find that nice little button on the side of the seat that massages you while you drive, or even here on the passenger side. Nice,
So nice.
massage seat. So yes, again, king of the road. This would be a spectacular long distance road trip vehicle. And you've yet to really stretch its legs out while driving, which is what we're going to do here a little bit by testing it out on some brick streets, historic brick streets here in Tyler, Texas, as well as some railroad tracks, which I can already tell you from driving it around, it's almost like, what railroad tracks? We're facing them right now, and the ones that I went over didn't even know that they were there. When traffic does clear out, you will get to test out the 3.6 liter V6 under the hood, 310 horsepower, 266 pound-feet of torque. This one is front wheel drive. You can get all wheel drive. This one just doesn't have it. But with 310 horsepower, it's a big vehicle. It's a little on the heavy side, but I'd say it gets out and moves just fine.
Yeah, it is big. What am I seeing here?
That is the heads-up display, which you can actually adjust on the dash by your left hand up there, because it was adjusted for me, but we'll tell you everything from your current speed, posted speed. You can cycle through, see what song you're listening to, what the RPMs are on the engine, all kinds of good stuff on that color heads-up display.
I have never seen such.
Yeah, see? We're bringing you up in the world with heads-up display. And if we can ever get the even bigger GMC SUV, the Yukon actually has a 15-inch heads-up display. This one is not quite that large, but it still tells you all the information that you need to see. And like I said, going back to its Roadmaster designation in my brain, just adding to the road trip ability of this vehicle. Did you notice we just found some railroad tracks?
Barely noticed. I was too busy looking at this, my speed limit.
Yeah, very, very nice.
So is this telling me that a car is next to me too? Is that what?
So,
yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
What?
And you can actually adjust.
Where is it located? Right here.
Yes. So it is actually in the dash, and it reflects on a black area of the screen or the windscreen that is created by that system up there.
I am very tripped out by this.
You like?
I like.
Huh, okay, so adding to the
Very
things that
interesting.
we need in our next vehicle. 3 rows, just for the convenience sake of it. Roof-mounted AC vents for rear occupants. Tri-zone climate, ventilated massaging seats.
This is going to be a very expensive vehicle.
Heads-up display, let's see, probably all-wheel drive, let's face it.
I like the rough mats everywhere, including the back of the seat.
Which you could get aftermarket no matter what brand you go with, but these factory ones are very nice. And like I said, Buick logos abound. Very, 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 very well put together. I've driven, they've been jokingly called the Malaise era General Motors products, where if you look at them the wrong way, they creak, but gone are those days. This is very solidly built vehicle from Lansing, Michigan. So built
right here in the US of A.
And yeah, I keep going back to this gray interior. So they did have another option for me from our local GMC dealership here in town. It's Hull Buick GMC graciously loaned us this for the day. They had a white with a whisper cream interior, and they said that this gray interior is actually outselling that very light cream interior. And I can see why. I really like it. It's not just black everywhere you look, but it's darker, that you don't have to worry about, brand new blue jeans staining them, or kids. That's
right.
Which is being quite peaceful back there. How you doing, T-Man?
Good. Why are we going so far?
Well, we're just going to go downtown and test out what this is like on the brick streets.
Okay, but are we going shortcut?
Yep.
We're going on a shortcut.
Going on a shortcut. So is this rear view mirror a screen, or
I'm so glad you asked, because I have been dying to flip that switch.
I knew.
And see,
I knew it was. I don't like it.
I will say, the techie that I am is different. It is very different, because for one, typical rear view mirrors, your eyes are focusing on whatever the distance is to the mirror, and then from the mirror to what it is reflecting. This, you are literally focusing on a screen here in front of you. So just glancing up there, it's a little bit...
You'd have to get used to it.
Yes, you do. Which I've noticed, I've gotten used to it in my time driving it, which has just been an hour or so today. But yeah, I'm very glad you asked about that, because it removes heads in the rear view. It removes the fact that the rear window is a little on a small side.
Hey, can you look at that, Uncle?
Yeah, I see that, Bronco. And I can see exactly what you're seeing from over here. So kind of going to that memory seating for multiple different drivers, you don't even have to move the mirror, because you're seeing whatever you see on the rearview camera back there.
Ooh, that little bump.
Yeah.
Well, that was a big bump that felt like a little bump.
So, yes, this is perhaps one of the roughest brick streets in downtown Tyler, and we've been in things that will literally beat you up on this road, and like that was a big bump too.
Yeah.
And you hear it, but it's not shaking you to death. It's not rattling you. Tucker, how's your wobbly head doing back there? Are we good?
My head's not wobbly, but my seat is.
Your head's not wobbly, but your seat is. And then the railroad track test.
Whoa!
That was smooth.
Yeah. So,
Of course, even if I hurt my back on it, it's being massaged.
Right.
So,
yeah, there's a lot to be said about the build quality of this, and then adding on that layer of massaged seats just makes it that much nicer. But I would say this is one of the most smoothly sprung, nicest riding vehicles that you and I have tested together. I've driven a $420,000 Rolls Royce, so you know I'm a little on the peaky side. But for vehicles that you and I have driven together, this is probably one of the nicest, smoothest riding. Yeah, you're done with that?
done with that.
Yes, sir.
Daddy, why did Mommy want to turn it off?
I don't know, Mommy. Why did you want to turn it off?
I like to look with my own eyes.
Oh, man.
I mean, you make fun of me even because I don't use my backup camera.
Yeah.
I purposely hit that pothole to see if it couldn't even feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even like to use my backup camera. I use it to make sure, like at the grocery store, like nobody's behind me.
Right.
But to actually like move backwards, I turn my head. On long ways, I stick my head out the window, like olden times, because I trust my eyeballs more than a screen.
Why stuck his head out the window?
When I back up, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you bring up rear view cameras, and this one has a plenty. So it's got a 360 view, it's got bird's eye view, it's got cameras in the mirrors that you can point at the front wheels, the rear wheels. You can practically see whatever you need to see around in this, and you can activate the camera on this, whether it's the front camera or the rear the front camera or the rear camera right here. It's got an 8-second timer on it while you are in motion, but now that we've come to a stop, we can
What
actually
am I
see
looking at
all
there?
the different. So bird's eye 360.
Okay.
That's the rear. So you're looking at what's right behind us. That's the front, and as you turn the wheel, it actually shows you where your wheels are going to go.
That's cool.
Looking out the front here, same thing. Looking out the back, you can look at the rear wheels, the front wheels, and again, you can see where you're turning them. Hitch view, and then
in case you have something attached.
at any point in time, you can turn that bird's eye 360 on and off. But while in motion, you just get that front bumper cam and the rear bumper cam, and there is an 8-second timer so that you're not tempted to drive by that, which I know you never
Would not be.
But yeah, this definitely has the cameras in it and does a really good job of helping you see all around you, which tight parking spots, our narrow garage would be beneficial, and they are automatically enabled. So you and I have a very steep 15-degree incline driveway. The parking sensors did activate as I was approaching the driveway and turned on the cameras. So just to let me know, hey, there might be something up here that you don't want to hit.
Yeah.
Steering wheel, you've got leather wrapped, which I think the leather on the steering wheel is even softer than the leather that we are sitting on. Very comfy. You've got heated steering wheel, and then your controls for your color screen up there. It is power tilt and telescoping. Push button start. Like, I honestly, you asked what the top trim gets you in this, and honestly, I do believe it's nice leather and a permanent sunroof, because this has got everything that you and I would want in it.
I can't think of anything so far, and I know I've just like made a loop around town, but I can't think of anything that I would want
More.
added. Yeah, I can't think of anything that it's just missing. Like the seats are really comfortable. The steering wheels, I mean, of course I'm being massaged by my seat, so I'm very relaxed while I'm giving this review.
That's the way they should all be. Right?
Yes.
So, driving impressions. We noted from the outside it's big. You were
It is
surprised to know that it had a third row of seats.
Mhm.
How does it feel piloting around some of narrower streets here in town?
It doesn't feel like driving a tank,
Okay.
which is good.
Yeah.
It feels like some of the SUVs that we've driven, I guess,
Yeah.
like about the same size.
Definitely bigger than your Cherokee that you drive.
Yeah, bigger than my Cherokee, but it doesn't feel
And this is
intimidating.
bigger than yours Mini Cooper, Mommy.
It's definitely
Definitely
bigger than my Mini Cooper. You are correct on that one. But I like it.
Yeah, some other creature comforts we didn't talk about. There's USB-A, USB-C up front here. There's a wireless charging pad that actually works. I've been in some vehicles that you had to hold your mouth just right, lift your leg, do a rain dance to make sure that it actually worked and stayed working. But so far, my iPhone 12 Pro Max has been constantly charging down there in its little cubby spot, and I don't know, it's very
nice.
comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I will note, only your window is automatic up and down. All the rest of them are not, which this one does sticker for 54 as it sits. So it's a little bit of an omission at that price point, I feel. But you can step up and nicen it up a little bit.
Daddy,
Yes, sir.
I was having core hammer.
Thank you. But,
Well, gosh, you got massaging seats. You can't
hold the button.
hold the button down for a couple seconds. That's automatic.
But not up.
Oh, not up.
Right. So, yeah.
Goodness. I hate to put you out.
Had to hold the button. all the way.
Hold the button.
But yes, it does have automatic
Daddy.
down, just not automatic
Daddy.
up. Yes, sir.
Why is the button to roll down window very far?
It's a little far for you, but look at you. You've even got cup holders in your doors back there.
That's nice.
And I can tell you, I have sat behind myself in my normal driving position. I had plenty of space in the middle row, even if I scooted the seat all the way forward. So scooting that middle row, which does slide forward and back, I still had an ample amount of room in the farthest forward position, which gives even more space to rear seat occupants, which in the third row is a little bit tight. And that is the only 3 across seating in this vehicle. And to get 3 across in the very back, they're going to be kids. They'll work for 2 adults in a pinch, but really, in my opinion, this is a 6 adult seating vehicle. But I do really like how Tucker's seat here is the kind that works with child seats, so that you can flip and fold it forward with the car seat in place, and makes it very easy for getting back there.
Guys, are we on home?
We are going to go home. What are your final thoughts, Tucker? Is it comfy?
Yeah.
You like it? Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part?
The outside, it's my favorite color.
The outside is your favorite color.
It is.
Well, there you have it. Another family review from the Fornicate 3. We all really like this and are already dreaming of a road trip we could take something like this on. Hopefully we can get a long-term loaner from Buick. This one was given to us by a dealer. Huge thanks to Hall Buick GMC in Tyler, Texas. We will link their website down below so that you can see what all is in their inventory. But until next time, bye.
Bye.